Hi again and welcome back to 31 Days, 31 Lessons, One Winning Team. Now if you're a business owner or a leader looking to build a high performing team, then you're in the right place. Because every day this month I'm going to be sharing with you practical, no fluff strategies that you can start using straight away to create your own winning team. And today I'm diving into a mindset shift that separates winning teams from struggling teams. Above the line thinking versus below the line thinking. So let me start by asking you, does your team operate from a stance of ownership or blame? Have you ever asked someone on your team, why didn't this get done? And heard things like, well, no one told me how to do it, or I don't have enough time, or that's not my fault, it's someone else's responsibility. Now, if any of that sounds familiar, well, that's below the line thinking, and it's toxic thinking to a high performing team. Because winning teams don't make excuses, they take ownership. Therefore, I invite you to consider the idea that you're going to find two types of mindset in any workplace. The above the line mindset, where people take ownership, accountability and responsibility, and the below the line mindset, where people will have plenty of blame, excuses and denial. And the difference between the two is that below the line, teams react to problems by shifting to blame, making excuses and avoiding responsibility. They see themselves as victims of circumstance. Whereas the above the line teams take ownership. They hold themselves accountable and take responsibilities for the solutions. They ask, what can I do to fix this? So, do you know anybody that operates or often operates from a below the line stance? Do you ever see them in the mirror? Because the truth is, we all slip below that line sometimes. The key is becoming aware that we're below the line and then making a choice not to stay there. So here's your actionable step for today. Make a conscious effort to get your team operating from an above the line mindset. And to do that, you need to call it out. When you hear blame, excuses or denial, stop and say, that sounds like a below the line thinking. Then ask, what's something you can do to own this situation? You can also redirect a person to ownership. Instead of accepting excuses, ask, what could you do differently next time? What's within your control to change? And here's the real biggie. The place from which you're going to experience the greatest change of all. You become the walking, talking model of an above the line mindset. If you want your team to take ownership, you have to lead by example. Own your mistakes, be accountable, and show your responsibility in your own actions. In the words of Gandhi, be the change that you want to see. What you'll find is the application of this principle is a real game changer in your business, because you build a team that operates above the line. Challenges will turn into opportunities, problems get solved faster, and success becomes a habit. A winning team isn't one that never faces obstacles, it's one that owns their way through them. So today, start shifting your team's mindset. Move from blame, excuses and denial to ownership, accountability and responsibility. Okay, that's it for today's lesson. So make sure you come back tomorrow for another game-changing strategy on building yourself a high-performing team. Now, if this resonated with you, hit like, share, follow, connect and drop a comment below. How do you promote ownership in your team? I'll see you again in tomorrow's video. And remember, these tips only work if you work them. So give this a go. Take this idea from theory to practice and from practice to mastery. Trust me, you are going to thank yourself later. Now you go out there and you make this the year that you create a winning team for your business.